chosen one. This one is different. This is not motivation. This is not inspiration. This is surgery. And it's going to require you to be honest, completely honest, with yourself. About your mother. About the wound you've been carrying. The one you don't talk about. The one you minimize. The one you've covered with forgiveness you didn't fully feel. With understanding you forced too soon. With she did her best when part of you isn't sure she did. Stay with me, because what I'm about to say could be the key that unlocks healing you've been searching for your entire life. Listen carefully. Your mother was your first experience of love. Before you understood what love was, before you had words for it, before you could protect yourself from the absence of it, she was it. She was your entire world. And whatever she gave you, you accepted as the definition of love. If she was warm and present, you learned love feels safe. If she was distant and unavailable, you learned love feels like chasing. If she was critical and conditional, you learned love must be earned. If she was unpredictable, you learned love keeps you anxious. Whatever pattern she established became your blueprint, not just for how you receive love, but for how you see yourself. Whether you are worthy, whether you are enough, whether you deserve to be chosen, protected, seen, heard. And here's what most people never realize. Every relationship you've had since has been filtered through that blueprint. Every person you've loved, every person you've pushed away, every relationship that repeated the same painful pattern was connected to that first wound, the mother wound. Now let me speak to what you actually experienced. Maybe your mother was physically present but emotionally absent. She was in the house but never really there. You could feel her distance even as a child, and you spent years trying to reach her, trying to make her proud, trying to earn a warmth that should have been freely given. Or maybe she was critical. Nothing you did was ever quite right. Every expression of yourself was met with judgment. And over time, you stopped trying. You started shrinking. You learned that being yourself was not safe. Or maybe she was the one who needed saving. She leaned on you too heavily, made you responsible for her emotions, her happiness, her stability. And without realizing it, you became the parent while still being the child. And something in you never got to just be small, be held, be protected, without needing to give something back. Or maybe the wound is that she left, physically or emotionally, and the abandonment became a belief that people always leave, that love is temporary, that you must never need too much because needing is dangerous. Whatever your specific wound is, it's real, it's valid, and it has been shaping you in ways you're still discovering. But here's the truth that will change everything. Your mother gave you what she had, not what you needed, what she had. And what she had was shaped by her own wounds, her own mother, her own childhood, her own pain she never processed, her own beliefs about love she never questioned. This is not an excuse for what you didn't receive. You deserved more. You deserved better. That is true, and it must be acknowledged before you can heal. But here's what unforgiveness does. It keeps you in a prison where she still holds the key. Every time you react from that old wound, she's still parenting you. Every time you choose unavailable people, you're still trying to win her love. Every time you shrink yourself, you're still following her rules. The wound controls you until you understand it. And understanding it doesn't mean excusing it. It means seeing it clearly, seeing her clearly, not as the all-powerful figure who defined your worth, but as a human being who was also wounded, also limited, also trying to survive something she never healed from. Now, let me say something important. You have been grieving something you never lost because you never had it. And that grief is one of the most painful kinds. Grieving the mother who should have been there, the warmth that should have existed, the protection you should have felt, the unconditional love you deserved but didn't consistently receive. That grief is real, and you must let yourself feel it. Not perform it, not rush through it. Actually feel it. Cry for the child who needed more. Speak for the version of you who never got to say, "That hurt. I needed you. I deserved better." Because that child is still inside you, still waiting to be heard, still waiting for someone to say, "You were not too much. You were not the problem. You deserved to be loved freely." So I'm saying it now. You were not too much. You were not the problem. You deserved to be loved freely. And the fact that you didn't fully receive that was not a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of her limitations. Now here's what healing actually requires. Not pretending it didn't hurt. Not forcing forgiveness before you're ready. Not minimizing the impact. Not continuing to seek from her what she was never equipped to give. Healing requires seeing the wound clearly, grieving what you deserved but didn't receive, understanding her story without excusing her actions, forgiving on your own timeline when it's real, not performed, and rebuilding your definition of love from scratch, based on truth, not the blueprint she gave you. Here's what happens when you do this work. The patterns break. The unavailable people stop attracting you. The need for external validation loosens its grip. The constant feeling that you're not enough begins to dissolve because you trace it back to its source and you separate her story from your identity. Her inability to see you was never proof that you were not worth seeing. Her distance was never proof that you were not worth pursuing. Her criticism was never proof that you were not enough. It was always her wound bleeding onto you. And you have been carrying her wound as if it were your own. It is time to put it down, not for her, for you. For every relationship you want to be different, for every version of love you want to experience, for the healing that has been waiting on the other side of this understanding. Now, in the comments, write one of these: "I am healing," or write, "I release this wound," or simply write, "I deserved more." Your declaration matters, not for anyone watching, for you, as a commitment to your own healing. Subscribe and stay close, because this is just the beginning of this conversation. Chosen one, you will never fully heal until you understand this about your mother. Not to blame her, not to excuse her, but to see her as a wounded human being who passed her wound to you without realizing it, and then choose to let that wound end with you. That is the healing. That is the freedom. That is the moment everything changes. Amen.